He's doing this just to create more of a firestorm online. You eating hot dogs while I try to make a political point about Kanye West, maybe the funniest part of this whole show. Shoving pig guts in your mouth while I'm supporting Kanye West. Staying off Twitter. Are you dying?
No.
Oh my God, for a second I thought she died. If she dies, do I win?
By default, yeah.
Okay, well, die, die, die!
Hello, Andrew Santino.
Hello, Sarah Tiana.
Well, it's good to be back. It's good to see you.
Great to be back.
I thought that the scoreboard was malfunctioning, but this is actually the overall score from all the episodes that we've done.
Yeah, it is. And I'm losing just by a tinge. That doesn't mean I can't regain this. We've got a long time to go, okay?
Yes.
So I'm not that scared. Gothard, did you put this up there to mock me? Is that what this is?
It's just a friendly reminder that you're not even competitive in this. So if you could make it a little more serious and make it more entertaining.
Just keeping in mind that I can beat the out of you at any given time. There's no restrictions in my contract for fighting.
9 prop bets, add that to the end.
Yeah, let's do that.
A little paper.
Yeah, let's do that.
Maybe you actually prepared and didn't just talk out of your ass the whole time.
They wouldn't let me talk out of my butt. I've tried, but we have some kind of nudity clause that we're not allowed to break.
Well, you won last week.
That's right, I did. And the bet was you got to drink beer and eat hot dogs during our broadcast.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, a bad bet because I thought I was going to lose last week.
Yes.
So that's why I did it. Gothard, please bring the beer.
Here you go.
Oh,
Here
wow.
comes the beer.
Just a cup.
Just a little.
You have to finish this, by the way.
Do I get a straw?
No, but here's your...
Oh, I get a cup?
Right here.
Great.
I have to pour my own beer?
Yeah. What do you think this is? You lost the bet. No, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
All right.
Make her a hot dog, though.
I'll make you a hot dog.
For Christ's sake.
Make me a hot dog.
Buns up here for you.
No, and no innuendos, by the way, while you're putting a dog in a bun. Don't do that.
Man.
Don't do a cheap joke about a wiener in a bun.
I'm so sad that I lost.
I really wanted to lose last week. I thought I was going to lose.
That tastes so good.
How about this, though? What do you want on it?
Thank
Ketchup? You want ketchup or mustard?
I want both.
No, she can only have mustard. All right. Only have mustard.
What?
That's the Chicago way. We don't put ketchup on our hot dogs. That's the punishment.
Fine.
You have to do it my way.
All right.
Gothard, thank you so much for helping.
No problem.
Really sweet of you. I really appreciate it. Now sit down in your cave where you belong.
All right.
All right. What are we betting this week, by the way?
This week, if I win, I get to do your makeup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I get to choose, too. Blush, rouge, whatever colors I want.
All right.
Rouge? Rouge.
Rouge.
Amuse-bouche. I get to amuse-bouche your rouge-bouche.
I have a feeling I'm going to be wearing mustard on my face.
Maybe.
It's the Chicago way.
It is the Chicago way.
It's the Chicago way.
What's the Atlanta way?
If I win, you have to wear a fedora next week.
Fine. I'll bring one of my own.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't own any, but I do know who to get them from.
Gothard.
Yeah.
Just standing there.
You do have fedoras at home, don't you?
I have no comment on that.
Yeah, exactly.
He has a fedora face. You would look good in one, I think. I think you look good in one.
Thanks, Sarah. All right,
Just remember that while we
let's
do
get
our
it going,
prop.
because I don't want to be mean up top. I want to get some points today.
The first prop. Thursday night, we've got the Super Bowl champion Eagles traveling to the Meadowlands to take on the dumpster fire Giants. Last Sunday, an interview with Odell Beckham Jr. came out where he seemingly trashed his quarterback. He followed that up with his best game of the season where he caught his first touchdown from Eli and also threw a touchdown himself. The prop. Will or won't Eli and Odell connect for a touchdown against the Eagles on Thursday night?
Yes, he will. Of course he will. What are we talking about? Just because the Giants are garbanzo beans, terrible, his tweet said, "We're together and you better believe that." And you know what? OBJ, I believe that. I think you are together. I think this is just a little fun. I think they're upset. He says we need to play with more heart. His interview with Lil Tunchi, Carter 5, was phenomenal. I know he got crap for it, but I think he's starting to hit his stride again. They're going to connect. Eli's finally getting a little bit more comfortable, and Saquon Barkley can't do it all.
Eli's just getting comfortable?
He's just getting comfortable.
He's played in the league for 27 years.
This season he's getting comfortable. Because they've been having some struggles. Clay and Coley are both out. Look, Philly only has 2 picks this season, and the secondary isn't snagging shiz in this game. And he might be gunning to take Eli's job. That's what I think is really going on.
Yeah, right.
I think that's really the chatter.
All right.
He's like, if you don't keep it up, old weird Manning, old goofy-looking Manning. They're both goofy-looking.
The only
taking your gig.
that Odell is going to catch is more flies in his mouth because it is always open. In fact, the only thing about Odell that's open is his goddamn mouth. Every week, it's only his mouth, all right? Now, do I think that they are going to connect? Do I think he's going to catch passes? Yes. Do I think he's going to throw a touchdown? No, I do not. Do I think that Eli's going to throw a touchdown to anyone? No, I do not. But I think when Odell threw that touchdown to Saquon, I think all he was saying was like, hey, guess what? Here's a receiver that's actually open. You should probably be throwing to him. So I think if Eli throws to anyone, it's going to be Saquon.
That's not true.
I'm giving this one to Santino for a
Baby
couple
doll.
reasons. One is that the Giants, they are looking like they're getting their stride. Eagles, not so much. But the idea of OBJ being the next quarterback for the Giants is
That's
amazing.
what he's fighting for.
That's not even, that's not, what about?
Yours was the open mouth fly thing. What is that?
You're
It's a great joke. Yeah.
It's a fine joke.
The only thing that's open is his mouth. It's a great joke.
Prop number 2, overtime. It's happening all over the NFL this season with 2 more games in Week 5 going into OT. The Browns win over the Ravens and the Texans over the Cowboys. That brings us to 8 already on the season with at least 1 every week. The prop, Miss Tiana, will we have over or under 0.5, a half a game that go into OT this week?
So basically that is, are we going to have 1 game that goes
Will
into
we have a
overtime?
game?
We've had one every single week, and every time I pick against a trend in the NFL this year, I've been wrong.
Yep.
So I'm picking with the trend, so I'm going to keep it conducive. All right, this week we have the Titans and Cincinnati are both playing, and I think both of those teams, even though they're not playing against each other, are shoo-ins for another overtime game.
Okay.
So Cincinnati and the Steelers play, the Titans and the Ravens play. I think those are obvious overtime games. The only team that doesn't have the potential of going into overtime this weekend is the Falcons, because we're going to get beat in the first quarter, because apparently the NFL doesn't have a mercy rule when it comes to my freaking team.
And so they shouldn't, because this isn't elementary school. Let me tell you something. There is no way any other games are going to go into OT because fans are pissed. Get on the internet, NFL. Nobody wants to see overtime and tie games anymore. We're tired of this crap. And let me tell you something. In Week 6 last year, and last season, the only game that went into overtime was my Chicago Bears, and that's because John Fox let everyone down to Creek, and we ate turd sandwiches for lunch the entire time he was a coach, and I have him to blame. Thank God, Nagy, our new leader, I love you. Thank God that you're there. There will not be
both trashed our own team. We both trashed our own team.
Well, we had to make an argument.
But also, like, Vegas can't even pick winners for this week, which tells me that they have no idea which refs to pay, which means the refs have no idea what to call, which means there's going to be an overtime. So that is my argument. Vegas doesn't know because it's rigged.
Gothard?
Santino, I feel bad for you because you're a Bears fan, and I also feel bad for you because you lost this. I'm giving it to Sarah for calling not 1, but 2 for sure overtime games.
2 overtime games.
I'll give you 2.
You already feel better than me being a Bears fan. We're playing great this year.
That's all I get is 2. Come on.
You called 2 overtime games? I gave you 2.
Oh my gosh.
Who's your fan?
I cannot have this.
You don't have a team?
I don't get to watch football. I stay in here all the time.
All right, that's
He's
enough.
the beer guy.
He's the beer boy. Beer boy. Not a guy yet. Not yet a man.
Okay, prop number 3. Vikings receiver Adam Thielen had 7 catches for 116 yards in the Vikings win over the Eagles last week, making it the 5th straight game for Thielen with 100 yards receiving to start the season, a new NFL record. The prop, will or won't Adam Thielen continue his streak with 100 yards receiving Sunday at home against the Cardinals?
Adam Thielen will not have 100 yards. I think it's a fluke that this has been going on so long. First of all, the biggest weakness for the Cardinals is their D-line. They're Swiss cheese, okay? They're more holy than Gothard's parents. Written joke. That means Latavius Murray's going to be running all over these fools. That's what I got to say. Even Mr. Kirk, I might have kissed my cousin when I was a kid, might run around the field. Another written joke, 2 for 2. Are you paying attention? He might get 50 yards rushing. Thielen will not have 100 yards. There's literally no way. I know he had a $117 last week. I think that was due to a lack of any sort of paying attention to this cat. Now everyone's going to be all over him. I know he's been over 100 every game, but the streak has to end right here, right now, because Arizona's rush D is garbage.
Again, I can't pick against the trend, and because he's had 100 yards every game this season, I have to pick it for him. You know why he's going to have over 100 receiving
Tell me,
yards?
Sarah.
Because I have Kyle Rudolph on my fantasy team.
Oh.
That is why. And I also have Stephon Diggs. So I know that Thielen's going to have that many yards because the fantasy football gods hate me. Also, the Vikings are playing the Cardinals, which means he'll probably have 100 receiving yards in the first quarter this week. And also, like, Thielen is the Baker Mayfield of this of wide receivers because he was never, he was undrafted.
Yeah.
He was completely overlooked in college and even in the combines, and he wears a dumb headband all the time. And underdogs are all the rage right now, so I think for sure he's going to be successful this weekend.
And as we've seen, underdogs that are all the rage also get replaced. Winston's back, okay? So let's just talk about that. Go ahead.
I'm going with Sarah. You got to go with the trends here. I don't think the Cardinals are going to be stopping it. So I'll give you a touchdown, but here's the thing. You haven't taken a bite of that hot dog, and we've gone through 3 rounds, so you're losing 3 points.
No!
Yes! Yes! Get a close-up, get a close-up, get a close-up.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine.
Okay, let me read the next prop, because I don't want to hear it. Prop number 4.
You know what? Actually, before you can move on, I don't mean to steal your thunder.
No, yeah, you do often.
One of my favorite things about this is we've been bringing my friends on, and I think I'm going to have one of my friends tee this one up. Sorry, Santino.
Oh.
Hey, guys. I'm Rob Gronkowski here. And I am here with Honey Nut Cheerios, so make sure you get your Buzz coins and vote for me on BEEGoodrewards.com so I can bring 100K in for my foundation. And everyone on the Patriots has been doing the Gronk Spike lately. So there's a prop bet, an over or under of 1.5 Gronk Spikes coming up for the next game.
Oh, that was
How
cool.
are you friends with Gronk?
Childhood friend, man.
Really? You grew up together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social media, you stay in touch. Great.
Wow, it's interesting. I mean, you guys are so much alike, I guess. So yeah,
You're one of his bros.
Yeah, you're one of his bros. Well, Sarah, I know you're a bra. You're a bra. You're not a bro. You're a big Gronk fan. I brought you this as a gift. It's a Gronk speaker. You want to spike it?
Yeah. I'm going to go over 1.5 Gronk Spikes because I definitely think Gronk will make a catch, so that's 1. And I definitely think that Travis Kelce will troll Gronk and do his own Gronk Spike. I think that's all the rage. And, Gronk likes to spike everything. Like, he likes spiking
women's drinks, unassuming women's drinks.
You jumped on my joke!
Did I steal your joke?
How dare you?
Don't give such easy jokes. Deduct points for that because she didn't see that coming. He's not going to have a chance because my boy Mahomes is going to go off again. They're 5th in the league in sacks and 7th in picks, so I think Gronk's going to have a tough time roaming around trying to find space. He's also only got 1 touchdown this year, and I know this bet says anybody on the Pats. I didn't really read that originally, so I'm a little pissed off about that. I thought it was just him.
No, anybody.
But that's baloney pony. I don't like that.
Belichick could spike it.
I don't like that. Belichick's not going to do anything besides spike his attitude.
Oh, there you go. Loses points because he couldn't come up with the joke.
He's only got 1 touchdown, and Brady's going to rely on Sony because Kansas City rush D is one of the worst in the league. So I think Gronk's not going to get as many touches as he usually does anyway, let alone get a chance to spike that biz-all.
Oh, he's going to get so many chances. And also, these teams hate each other. That's why I think also the Kansas City players are going to do it because obviously Kansas City is the future. The Patriots are clearly the past. And Kansas City embarrassed the Patriots last time they played each other at the home opener of last season. So
and it's going to happen again, which is why Kansas City is going to work their ass, and the Pats are going to have 0 time with the ball.
Still, Kansas City can spike it, so I'd still take the over.
Let's see what he has to say, right?
Yeah, let's see what he's got to say.
I am thinking about it, and obviously I got to pick the over because everyone wants to see multiple Gronk Spikes for the games.
Yes, I already won!
You did win.
I won.
You know what? I'm going to take a point away from you for doubting that I'm friends with Gronk, because that actually hurts me. And that was a childhood friend of mine, so it's 10-6.
Really?
Moving on.
Man.
Really?
You heard me on that one, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man, I can already picture the fedora that you're wearing.
I hope they zoom in on my face looking at you right now. This is the last face you're going to see before you die, kid. You son of a
Do this
bitch.
all day.
You son of a bitch.
All right, prop number 5. Kicking has proven to be more difficult than usual in the NFL this year, capped off with kickers missing 22 kicks across the 15 games of Week 5. Of the 22 misses, 5 were from one guy, Packers kicker Mason Crosby, who became the first kicker to miss 5 in a game since Cole Ford in 1997. Trivia, the prop, will or won't Mason Crosby miss another kick this week when the Packers host the Niners on Monday Night Football?
Mason Crosby will not shank again. Thou shalt not. Laces out, Dan. I hope to God he doesn't. I tell you what, I hope for his sake, because then the sweet people of Green Bay are going to have his ass turned into Polish sausage. Do yourself a favor, Mace. I hope you're practicing big time at every local high school field that you can find, whatever soccer buddies you need to tune up to get back to square one. He was 100% prior to this, okay? This is a weird accident. He was 80% for his career. The guy is a great kicker. He's phenomenal. Your boy Ron Rodgers still stands by him. He believes in him. They're not going to slice him out. They're going to let the kid play. And I got to tell you, he says it's the cleats, and I believe it. He said he threw away his cleats after the third miss, and he said that got in his head, and I think that was the biggest issue. He's got his cleats tuned up now. I don't know if he's checks or stripes, but I do know if the kid misses another one, knock, knock, sanitation in Wisconsin's going to have a problem.
That's the thing. He is in his head, and that is the very worst place for a kicker to be. That's why I can't go against the trend again. And I think, you know, he missed 5. That's totally in his head. And now he's actually playing on a Green Bay team that relies on his points.
Yeah.
This is the first time in all these seasons that he hasn't just gone out there and kicked like extra points mostly. He's literally having to kick field goals to make points for the Packers. So I think he is totally in his head, and he's a guy that doesn't miss anything. Probably, he looks like a perfect attendance kid. He's like a perfect, or like at least the kid that would wear the ribbon after perfect attendance. He looks like that kind of a brainiac. Yeah. But I just think there's a lot of pressure. I think this weekend it's going to be Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Dong.
No.
Best joke I've ever written, Gothard.
Oh, bad. Deduct for that.
I'm not going to deduct for it, but Santino, I told you to be nice to Gronk. I didn't mean every football player. That was a pretty nice take on the Packers, but I do agree with you with the new cleats. He came in at the end of the game and kicked it, made it, so I'll give you a touchdown here.
Thank you so very much.
A touchdown? Why not a field goal? Just a 3-point.
You relax.
He should
You don't get
3 points.
to score. Eat your hot dog. Eat your damn hot dog and
It needs
drink
to be
your
finished
beer.
by the time this show's over.
Okay,
So you know.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
This and
yes,
this.
sir. No problem. Whatever you
Do you
say.
see this game that she's playing? See, this is what she does. She does
It's a great
sweet,
game.
cute stuff.
Do I
This is
have
like
to eat
getting
all
out
the
of a
bread?
ticket. Yeah, you do. Prop number 6. Sarah, it's almost basketball time. I know you love shooty hoops. The NBA season starts next week, and that means this weekend is fantasy basketball draft weekend. After a crazy offseason, LeBron switching conferences, and a bunch of guys returning from injuries, James Harden currently sits atop the fantasy rankings a week from the start of the season. The prop. Who comes out of draft weekend with the #1 average draft position in Yahoo Standard fantasy basketball leagues? James Harden or the field?
The field, which was also my favorite place to play when I was single. Listen, I don't think anybody takes James Harden first when you have LeBron, who's a shiny new Laker, and you have Anthony Davis out there. I think he's the obvious pick. When it comes to the beard or the brow, I'm clearly a brow girl. The only beard girl I know is Danica Patrick, you know, and that's not going to last. Also, fantasy basketball is basically like nails on a chalkboard to me. That would be, honestly, that would be the meanest bet you could ever put against me. Be like, oh, you have to play fantasy basketball this
I'm going to make you.
season.
That's going to be the next bet.
No, that's not going to be it.
next
I would
bet.
rather get murdered or murder
be the next
someone.
bet.
That way I go to prison and don't have access to a computer and don't have to watch.
Okay, fine. So, so that's for the record. The bets are then going to be for Sarah to murder somebody. James Harden is the man. He is going to get picked #1. The Yahoo Fantasy polls are correct. He's the second best beard that came out of Arizona State besides yours truly, the Ginge. Listen, the kid's got 30 points per game as a season average, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. He's a 45% shooter from the field. He's incredible. James Harden's amazing, and now surrounded with Melo and CP3. Their offseason was incredible. They were doing practice at Lifetime Fitness, lighting people up. They look like they're having way more fun. Harden's going to go off this year, and also.
You mean off the reservation?
No, he's gonna go off. He's gonna be incredible.
Off the floor because he's probably gonna get hurt right away. So I wouldn't pick him.
And also, he's an easy pick. James Harden's easy to say. Giannis Antetokounmpo, people don't want to pick because they're embarrassed to say that out loud in front of their friends. So that's why. You want to go with the easy. I would have put Joel Embiid before the brow anyway. By the way.
This is a tough one. You know, it's hard to decide here, but you're right. James Harden is easy to say. I'm gonna have to go with Santino and Yahoo. And go ahead and give you the points for this one.
Yes.
James Harden.
Because he is the man. He is the
Why
man.
did he get that many points?
Because I
wanted
money.
to give it
I'm just saying. Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying. Like,
Did you deduct points
really
from me
great.
just then?
No, she just needs a touchdown. That's all she needs.
Yeah, that's all you need right now. Look, it's 17-10. This is a great college football
maybe
score.
another hot dog because they're so good.
Gothard, get up and get her a dog.
You want another one?
I'm okay right now, but I'll make one.
Don't threaten my dog boy if you're not going to make him get you a dog.
I would never call you dog boy. by the way.
I would.
Thanks, Sarah.
I did, and I will again, dog boy.
Do you want a hot dog?
No, I don't. I just want to top you off there, Sarah. Right to the tip top, like a good bartender.
Prop number 7, enough sports. Last weekend, Tom Hardy's Venom took down Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga's A Star Is Born at the box office, grabbing the #1 spot with an $80 million opening. This week, Ryan Gosling is getting into the mix with his Neil Armstrong biopic, First Man. The prop, will or won't, Gosling and First Man grab the top spot at the box office in its opening weekend?
It will not grab the top spot. First of all, we never landed on the moon because it's flat and it's fake. It's not even there.
Wow.
Also, it's coming out the same night as Goosebumps 2, and everybody knows how much I love Goosebumps. R.L. Stein, played by Jack Black.
Right.
How can you go wrong with Goosebumps 2? Kids' movies always murder anything else that comes in their way, and I also think Venom is going to kill it in its second week because that's how popular it's growing. I think First Man is going to be one of those movies where everyone thinks it could be cool to see, and the first group of people that see it are like, it's not that good. Also, Gosling only gets one hit every 2 or 3 years. May I remind you that before La La Land and Blade Runner, he had a couple of movies called The Place Beyond the Pines, The Nice Guys, whoa my God,
That movie
and
was
Gangster
great.
Squad, what? You made those?
But that's not about space, and everybody loves space. Also, it's
No, they don't. We cut our space, bro. We cut our space funding. NASA's not even exist anymore. That's how
yeah,
much
but
America
that's
hates
why
space.
Elon Musk is so cool right now. Everybody wants to see stuff about space because
That's 'cause he smoked weed.
Made it cool. Yeah, because he's the coolest. All right. Also, it's a movie that guys and girls can see together, which is way more important. Okay, Venom, dude movie. All right. Star Is Born, girl movie.
Star Is Boring.
All right. So this is guy-girl movie.
Together.
all
You're
right?
saying this is Together's
It has
family
the word
movie?
first in the title.
Two
There's
words.
no way it's not going to be first for the opening weekend.
Do you feel that air conditioning in here? Because I just got goosebumps because they're going to take the box office. Goosebumps, baby. Without a doubt. Gothard, what do you say?
I really appreciate the Goosebumps reference because I'm going to see that this weekend.
Me and you should go together.
Should, dude.
You guys should go together.
But I don't agree with your saying that everybody hates space. Have you seen all the people behind Space Force?
yeah.
Crazy. Everybody loves
I'm
them,
a
though.
huge fan of Space Force.
I'm giving this one to Sarah, but she missed the extra point, so 16-17.
Yes! It's still a close game. Did you Crosby that? How did you miss that?
Dong.
How did you miss that dong?
Crosby, Stills, Nash. Dong.
Okay, the wild card prop. Sarah, the most important news in the world this week has been when your boy,
My
Kanye
boy.
West, deleted his Twitter and his Instagram,
Ya boy.
depriving us all of the precious Kanye content that we survive and thrive on. This is not the first time Kanye has done this, and according to Twitter, he has 30 days, that's 1 month, I know both of you don't know timelines that well, to reactivate his account before they take control and make him ask nicely to get it back. The prop, over or under 30 days before Kanye reactivates his Twitter account.
Okay, I'm going under. I hope he doesn't reactivate it, and then maybe I can buy his Kanye account because then I know eventually he's going to want it back. But I think it's under because we all know he's the Odell Beckham Jr. of rappers. He can't keep his mouth shut, and he's going to need to be on it. Also, he's in Africa with Melania Trump right now, so he needs somebody to talk to. I don't mean he's not talking to Melania. I mean Africans. They have nothing to talk about. They certainly don't want to talk to Kanye. So I think he's definitely going to need to get on Twitter because he has nothing better to do in Africa. Nobody wants to talk to him there. And also, my dad is a huge Kanye West fan, by the way. Now, all of a sudden, my dad never knew who Kanye West was.
But now he wants to know?
Now, yeah, so I hope he doesn't get back on Twitter until at least November 7th, but I guarantee he's
getting
back on there way before then.
Also, I think you're wrong. I think Kanye had lunch with the president today, I believe is what they said in the news. He's having lunch with Donald J. Trump right now. This is all a plan, this whole thing with the MAGA hat and Saturday Night Live. He wants to get a meeting between Kaepernick and Trump. That was a public statement that he made. That was the reason that he did all this stuff. He's doing this just to create more of a firestorm online. You eating hot dogs while I try to make a political point about Kanye West, maybe the funniest part of this whole show. Shoving pig guts in your mouth while I'm supporting Kanye West. Staying off Twitter. Are you dying? Oh my God, for a second I thought she died. If she dies, do I win?
By default, yeah.
Okay, well, die. Kanye's crazy. He's out of his mind. He's going to stay off Twitter and Instagram. He has no business being back on there as long as it gets him what he needs out of Donald J. Trump, and that is a meeting between him and Kaepernick. I want to see it happen. Stay off the
He went over the time.
I was concerned about your life. You almost died.
No, I didn't. I was faking.
Was that fake? You're good.
Ooh.
Chug that beer.
All right. I'm giving it to Sarah because there's no way he's staying off for a month. Congratulations.
Yeah!
You're a winner.
You know, I should
finally.
start playing this game just to appease you instead of the real truth. of it.
Fedora!
I'm tired of this.
Fedora
tired of
You
Santino.
won last week.
I know, I should win every week. Remember, kids, go to the Yahoo Sports app and play all these props with us in the Yahoo Fantasy Slate. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at @2debate.
Oh my God.
Furious.
Yes, I'm Sarah Tiana.
I'm Andrew Santino.
We hope you'll be back, but I wouldn't bet on it this week.
I don't know. We hope.
You got one win. Man, that is
listen.
just going to up my yearly score already. Man, I don't even know what the year-end bet is. We haven't ultimately decided it. I think it's castration on your part, but I haven't totally
You're going to cut off my tits?
Your tits. Your tits.
The
You
bet.
can cut off my wiener.
I can't cut off your penis.
I can't cut off your tits.
Yes, you
What
can.
happened?
I got nice tits.
Oh my God.
I don't want to cut off your penis. That thing
Oh
is
my
glorious.
God.
This stuff won't be on the show.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Props on the Yahoo YouTube page.
Yeah, please subscribe because we need more viewers, and that's how we stay alive and eat and feed our families.
New shows come out every Wednesday. And don't forget to hit the like button right below our beautiful faces right here. That'll help us out too.
Yeah.
Props to you if you do it right.